It's that time of the year again when I supply you 10 different winning products which you can start selling right away on your Shopify store. What is going on, everybody? Shri Kanase here, founder of Yoru Marketing, the best Google Ads marketing agency. And today I'm going to be giving you not one, not two, not even three, but 10 different winning products which you can start selling right away. And just a tip, once you finish watching until the end of this video, I highly recommend you list almost all 10 of these if you can on your Shopify store, because these are some of the biggest and most in demand products that you can start selling in April. But let's get right into it. I'm going to be covering not only what product that I recommend, but also what advertising platform you should be selling it on, what kind of keywords you should be targeting if it is for Google Ads mostly, how your competition is, and so forth. These are all things I'm going to be covering per product. But let's start off with product number one. And this product is none other than this golf push cart. This push cart is actually a very similar product to what I had found last year during this time period, and was actually a winning product for me. And the amazing thing about this specific golf push cart is, because of the new design here, because of how it looks right now, this is the product which I personally believe you should start selling right away in April. And if we go on over to the Google Ads Keyword Planner tool to look at the overall demand, last year we can see during March, April, keywords related to push cart, golf push cart were heavily in demand. And of course, we want to be looking at a much bigger time frame so we can see what happened during this time period. Usually this trend repeats every single year, and when a trend repeats every single year, you can be pretty sure that this is going to happen year after year. So in 2020, we can see during March and specifically April, this trend was heavily in demand. A lot of people were searching, of course, because of what was going on in the world. But in 2021, same thing happened again. So March and April is when things kind of picked up for the golf push cart. And I personally believe this specific variation of the golf push cart is the way to go. First of all, without even looking at the pricing, let's look at the actual product listing. So this specific seller offers the push cart in different colors. Again, if you're using Google Ads, and by the way, I highly recommend you sell this product on Google, variations are extremely good, because then you can have each variation show up as its own individual product, which means each variation is gonna compete in the listings as its own product, which is what you want, because maybe the blue one is more preferred than the gray one, and Google will find out about this and it will showcase the blue one more often. But also, the product itself is just a 4-wheel golf trolley. It's also what it's called, selling for a very good price, so $155. If we go on over to Google now and look at some of our competitors, we can see that some of the top ones, the prices are ranging. Of course, it's $170, can go all the way up to $310, $190, even $1,500 golf trolley. What I want you to see are the overall variations these people are selling, and I want you to compare it to this one right over here. So as you can see, and regardless of the color really which you try to sell, these colors are not really getting sold by these competitors right here. Like this one, of course, it's green, this one is red, but overall, if you see, there's not a lot of color variation. Maybe this one is the only blue one that Costway is selling, but very bland colors. And this is where you come in, where you follow my other strategies, which I mentioned on my YouTube channel, to then make a completely different kind of listing. So this is why I prefer this golf push cart. Again, very good demand as of right now. But enough talking about the push cart. Let's move on to product number two, which is on my top products list, which you should sell in April of 2022. And this one is the 22 diamond oscillating multi-tool saw. So this product right here, it's a big title for this product, but this product does the trick. Extremely high in demand during this time period, especially with Google Ads. And it is sort of a fresh product, a new product, because this is something I've never really even considered selling in the past. If you're a dropshipper, majority of dropshippers don't really think of selling these kinds of multi-tool saws or oscillating blades and sorts of things like these. But of course, if you're a real e-commerce brand who's in the tools and accessories niche, this product is an amazing product for you to try. And of course, it is getting sourced directly from eBay. Looking at the pricing, $40 selling price. So it can be considered sort of a mid-tier product. Moving on now to the Keyword Planner tool, we can see that the overall demand for this saw is extremely consistent And that is exactly what we want. But if we now look at the last 24 months, we can see that during these months, so March, April, May, is really when things start to take off. And if we look at it at a broader view, we can see the same things happening. So after February, March, April is when things often start to increase for this product, and that is exactly what you want to be aiming at when trying to find winning products to sell. And of course, there's a lot of different keywords here, in total about 2,115. Now individually, these keywords don't really have too much search volume, but that's why you have 2,000 keywords to choose from. So that is why I personally believe this is an ideal product for Google Ads. Now moving on to the keyword planner tool and then searching this up. So the main keyword, of course, diamond saw blade. We can see within the shopping section a lot of different competitors coming up, which is completely fine. But if we look at the pricings, these prices are dependent on the kind of saw blade they're selling. So it can be $29 like Home Depot, all the way up to $120 like this store. And of course, there's various different variations in between. The thing about this one is it is sort of like a 22 Pro pack, and these competitors seem like they're selling individually. So that might be where you have much more of an advantage if you decide to go the Google Ads route, because now you're selling an entire pack, and people always love packs instead of just buying it individually. So I think ideal pricing for this product would be around $60, $70, even up to $100, depending on which specific image you decide to use. Now this product is one of those products which you can sell on Facebook because of the pricing, so this would be better targeted for interests like those tools and accessories, woodworking, carpentry, and so forth, anything related to tools and the surrounding niches. But this is exactly what I recommend as my second product on the list. Let's move on now to the third product on my list, and this product is none other than a motorcycle bike cover. Yes, a motorcycle bike cover. I know it's extremely boring product, nothing quirky, nothing innovative about this product, but it just works, especially with Google Ads. And as you see on my screen, it is not a random motorcycle bike cover that I'm recommending. I'm recommending this specific color of this bike cover simply because this color stood out to me, and I believe that with the pricing and everything, this is an ideal listing for you to go with. So now, if we go ahead and do keyword research for this, so like I always do, just copy the main keyword, go on over to the keyword planner tool, paste that in and hit get results. You'll be able to immediately see what kind of results are coming up, how the demand is, and so forth. So the reason why I recommend a motorcycle bike cover right now in April is because, again, the trends. If we look at what has been happening since 2018, March, April, May is when it starts to really go up. It kind of becomes stagnant on June, and in July it starts to drop. So right now, if you begin selling this product until June, you have time to sell this product very well. And this repeats time and time again, year after year, which is exactly what we want. So we want to get into this product ASAP because this is when things are looking good for this product. And again, looking at the keyword search volume, a lot of keyword search volume over that are recommended 20 to 25K in total, but over individually, we have 1,700 keywords to choose from, which is again, exactly what we want to be aiming at. Now, looking at the actual competitors, exactly how does this look like? So going ahead and searching up the main keyword on Google Shopping, we can see 4 different competitors coming up here on the main page. If we click on shopping, more competitors will start to come up. And what we want to do is we want to look at the overall pricing. So again, it does range from $140 depending on the quality to $30 on the lower end, but also $135, $146. So this should let you know that if you do decide to sell a product like this, you will be able to sell this extremely well just because of the sheer fact that there is a variation with the pricing. And trust me, variation is not a bad thing when it comes to Google Ads. So this is exactly the product that I recommend, and I believe this product can be sold for around $50 or so. That puts you right smack in the middle with your competitors and gives you a very competitive advantage compared to those on the higher end, because again, the color really helps you stand out. If you compare that color to these ones coming up here, none of this is really standing out compared to this nice dark blue color. So this is the third product I recommend. Again, something that might be ideal for Facebook as well. You would need to target motorcycle related niches. So just targeting motorcycle or motorcycle accessories, motorcycle cover, and so forth. But definitely worth a try. for 2022 in April. Let's move on to the fourth product on the list, a product related to bikes. If you're thinking that I have sort of a tendency to go for the more boring products that have nothing really going on for them, you're absolutely right, because that is just what works with Google in my experience, and I've had experience of over 5 years now running Google ads. But this motorcycle bike stand more on the mid ticket, might even be on the higher ticket, depending on which variation you decide to sell. Very simple product, it just holds up your dirt bikes, and it is pretty useful in my opinion. But looking at the keyword planner tool, we can see that the overall search volume has increased since late 2019, and so far during this time period, this dirt bike stand does have a good amount of searches done for it. Again, 20,000 to 25,000 and above in total is what we're looking at. And now you can use different kinds of keywords for this. So if we, for example, also search up with this dirt bike lift stand, this keyword search volume has the ability to go up, and that is exactly what I recommend. Just try out different types of keywords and see what increases the overall search volume. Of course, at the top right here, Google gives you recommendations, which I highly recommend you begin to use. And as you can see, that just ended up really boosting up the overall search volume. But overall, about 304 different keywords to use, and there's a decent amount of search volume per keyword. So that is exactly what you want to be aiming at. Moving on to the keyword planner tool, going in and actually searching that, we will be able to see exactly what our competitors are doing. So again, like I mentioned, different variations depending on the style that you like to go with, but the prices can range from $60, $50, all the way up to, on the higher end, $170, $160, and so forth. So it is up to you as to what you decide to sell. I personally think this is ideal selling for around $80, $90, even $100. But again, if you want to go for the higher expensive version, might be really ideal to sell something like this. But for Google Ads specifically, don't really recommend it for Facebook, just because of the overall ability to make video ads or to make image ads, and then to go out and target the right audience. So I believe Google Ads would be ideal for this product, but nonetheless, amazing product for the month of April. Let's move on now to our next product on the list, the fifth product, which is going to be a summer related product, and it is none other than the sunshade sale. Now, exactly what is a sunshade sale? A sunshade sale is just something you put out in your patio, as you can see right here on the images, just putting it on some kind of stand to give you shade from the sun. And this is extremely useful in the hot areas of the United States, or just wherever you decide to sell this product. And it is going to make people extremely happy, because now they can lounge about in their patios without really any kind of worry. The good thing about this product is there's a bunch of different variations available for you. I don't really recommend that you sell all of these multiple variations, but I do recommend you do a bit of research on Google to see which variations and which sizing people really want, and then decide to list those on your specific product page or on your website. So that is what I recommend. But going on over to the Google Ads Keyword Planner tool, we can see exactly what would be ideal in this case in terms of what kind of keywords to go for and how the search volume looks year after year. So again, a very trendy product, starts in around April, early March, and goes all the way until about the end of June and July, when the sun starts to basically drop. And this trend, as you can see, happens year after year, which is what you want. The good thing about this product is there's a bunch of different keywords available with very good search volume, and in total in the peak season, like for example, April, there's about 300,000 plus average monthly searches. Again, a very good number that you should be aiming at. In total, about 1,900 different keywords that you can do keyword research on, that you can include in your titles, descriptions, and so forth. But moving on now to the actual searches, see exactly how the competition is looking for this product. Now, there are a lot of dropshippers selling this product, but still, nonetheless, I believe this is an amazing product. Looking at the overall pricings, again, we can see it goes from $26, $20, all the way up to $80, which completely depends on the sizing of the product. And the thing about this specific seller or these kinds of products on eBay is, with the different pricings, you can get deals. So for example, a 2x2 sunshade sale is only $32.55, whereas on the other hand, if you go for something like 2 times 19 feet, that is $75. So you can really have your profit margin spread out significantly based on the variations that you decide to sell. But I highly recommend you just come in and write the sizing here. So for example, if it was a 2x2 that you're selling, you would just type in sunshade sale 2x2 feet, and then see what pricing people are selling here and then decide what you want to sell it at. But nonetheless, amazing product for the month of April, because again, there's just a lot of search demand for this product going on. Let's move on now to the sixth product on the list, another patio related product for you guys, because summer is basically here. It is none other than this patio gazebo. Now this patio gazebo, and I hope I'm saying this right, is a sort of a mid-ticket to a high-ticket product, and you will see there's a lot of different variations available on Google when you try to go and search it up. But looking at the one that we have pulled up, this gets sold for around $285 all the way up to $289. So very ideal, and the design is something that just ended up standing out of the crowd to me. So this is why I believe this is more ideal for Google, not really for Facebook, again, because of the price point and the overall ability to advertise this product on Facebook with the different interests available. Looking at the keyword search volume, again, we can see it has ups and downs. The ups really begin March and then go all the way up until the peak season, which is May. And things start to just drop after June. But during April, this specific search volume can be up around 390,000, which is exactly what we want. Again, individually, very, very good search volume. Overall, about 1,484 different keywords. So exactly what we want. Searching this up now on Google search, we can see exactly what I meant earlier when I said this is a mid-ticket to a high-ticket product. As you can see, the pricing goes all the way up from $195 to about $2,300, and this is going to entirely depend on the quality of your gazebo, the sizing, and so forth. And in my opinion, this gazebo right here has a very unique style compared to what the competitors are doing here. Of course, feel free to find any other gazebos, any other variations to sell, because there's a wide variety of different variations available. But in my opinion, this one will do the trick, and it can be sold for around $400 to $500 and so forth. But amazing product for the month of April for Google Ads. Let's move on now to our seventh product on the list, and this product is another patio product. This patio niche is extremely in demand starting April, so you want to really be taking advantage of this. But it is this patio hanging umbrella. Something very similar to this umbrella was a winning product for me last year during this time period, and this is sort of a mid-ticket to high-ticket product depending on, again, which way you decide to go with this. But going ahead and searching up the main keyword for this product, so it can be patio hanging umbrella or just patio umbrella on the keyword planner tool, we can see exactly what happens with the different amount of searches. So first of all, again, looking at the chart, the trends going on here, but patio umbrella is a better keyword than patio hanging umbrella, because the keyword search volume goes all the way up to about 3 million in this case. And looking at the individual keywords, besides the ones that are not really relevant, we can see that individually these keywords have a lot of search volume, which of course really starts to peak during this time periods of March, April, May, June, and July is when it's peak season for these umbrellas. So you want to take advantage of this. Now, moving on to Google and actually searching it up. So just typing in, again, one of the main keywords, in this case, let's do patio umbrella. We can see exactly what is happening in terms of the competitors and what they are selling. So right over here, again, various different umbrellas coming up can range from $40 all the way up to $125, $90, $50. So that leaves you with ample amounts of room to come in with a very good pricing for this, because you can easily sell this for around $100 all the way up to $130, depending on which image that you use, how you do your SEO, and so forth. Again, highly recommend you check out some of my other videos on my channel regarding SEO, product image selection, and so forth. I also have a course called Google Ads Mastery Course, which goes much in depth in this. You can find that at gadsmastery.com and possibly invest in that to learn more about the things I do differently when it comes to my Google Ads and how I choose my product pages and so forth. But amazing product for the month of April, just because of, again, the overall search demand, the search volume, and there's a lot of keywords, 2,000 keywords plus for this product. So more than enough for you to really go out and dominate some of these keywords and some of these markets to then make a killing with this product. Let's move on now to the next product on the list, the 8th product, which is the ping pong table tennis table. Reason why I said it that way. That is simply because these keywords can be used to describe this product. You can describe this product as a ping pong table. You can also describe this product as a table tennis table. Both work. And the reason why I decided to go with this ping pong table, or whatever you want to call it, is simply because of the new design. I have never seen a blue mesh design like this before. And even if you search it up on Google, you'll see exactly what I mean, which we'll be doing very shortly. But this is an amazing product that you want to be selling during this time period, because search volume is extremely high during this time period for a product like this. And again, going on to the keyword planner tool, just searching it up, we can see exactly what I'm talking about. So demand for this really starts to increase even in October, November, and December. For Christmas shopping is when things just go through the roof. But since 2020, more people have started spending time indoors. April, May, and June are also good times to sell a product like this. And of course, this trend has started to repeat more and more often, simply because trends just repeat themselves. So looking at the overall keywords, we have about 884 to choose from, which is a very good number of keywords to have. And we have a good amount of search volume individually per keyword, which is again what we want, because this gives us ample amounts of room to go out and choose the right kind of keywords which we want to be ranking for. And just coming in here onto Google, searching it up, we can see exactly what our competitors are doing. So right over here, first of all, the reason why I again chose that specific variation is because I did not really see anybody else selling that. Most people sell these kinds of ping pong tables, and these ping pong tables are not really portable. They're really expensive, so $600, $400, and so forth. And a person who really uses this once in a while or occasionally with friends is not really gonna want to invest $500, $600 in a ping pong table. So this is where really come in. You're sort of like a cheaper alternative, but you don't have to be cheap, because you can sell this for 2x the pricing all the way up to 3x. So $150 to $200, again, depends on which variation you decide to choose, but nonetheless an amazing product. This specific seller right here has free 4-day shipping. So if you want to really take your e-commerce game to the next level, use US suppliers, this might be really ideal for you to go. So this is something I recommend, especially for Google. Again, not really for Facebook, just because I just lost trust with Facebook ever since the iOS 14 update. So I'm more of a Google Ads guy now, and this is much easier to sell with Google, in my opinion, than with something like Facebook. But let's move on now to our second to last product on the list, and it is another summer related product, but an air conditioner. Hold on, before you decide to exit out of this video, hear me out. This is not any type of air conditioner, and in fact, I don't recommend that you sell this as any type of air conditioner. I recommend that you sell this as an outdoor air conditioner instead. And there's a very big discrepancy between just selling it as an air conditioner and selling it as an outdoor or portable air conditioner. And here's exactly why. So usually I always used to recommend air conditioner, especially in the past, like last year, that were just normal air conditioners or portable air conditioners, those small mini versions that were squares that you could use within your home. But nowadays, if you want to stand out, if you want to make a killing with air conditioners, you have to think outside the box. And one of the best ways to do that is to sell an air conditioner which literally you use outside your home. You don't even use this inside your home, because if you look at the keyword search volume for keywords related to words like air conditioner, you can see that there's about 895 different keywords available for you to choose from. But the trend, it goes all the way up to 100,000 to 135,000 year after year. And this is exactly what you want. Now, I know that with this kind of keyword, the search volume is very low compared to what it is for just typing in air conditioner. You can go all the way up to millions and millions with those keywords. But because the search volume is lower, now you have a more targeted niche specific market within the entire market. So instead of just targeting blandly air conditioners, you now are more specific, and you can actually make a lot more profits this way. Now, this specific version that I have on my screen right here on eBay, it is a branded product, so Zero Breeze is the brand name. But if you can get this branded product in your hands, if you can reach out directly to this brand and ask them if you can be a reseller, if you are drop shipping, this is when you can come in and dominate the market. Because if we go ahead and type in the main keyword, which is outdoor air conditioner, onto Google, you'll be able to see that there's not a lot of people, if any at all, that are really targeting this specifically. Now, of course, there are air conditioners like these ones right here, but they're not necessarily things that you can put just outdoors, because they have these vents which need a window to really operate with. So this is not an ideal. And in fact, I don't see anybody selling this one. So this could be an untapped 7-figure winning product for you to sell. But of course, you would need to get permission to sell this brand, or you can just go out and find another unbranded outdoor air conditioner. But nonetheless, amazing product for the month of April. Let's move on now to our final product on the list to end this list off strong, and that product is actually a very simple and a bland product. It is none other than this bamboo bread slicer. Now, you might be thinking, why would I recommend a bread slicer? That is simply because this bread slicer has become in demand recently, and a lot of people have begun to look into this product, to search for this product, especially with Google. Now, if we go on to Google and just use the keyword planner tool to search it up, we can see exactly what I'm talking about. So in March, April, May of 2020, that's when things really took off for this product. That was when the demand was high. And same thing with 2021, which is when the demand slightly dropped, but overall in the recent time period, it is starting to pick up again. And if we use this trend right here and take it into account, we can be pretty confident that this trend will repeat again in March, April, and May, because the trend really stops and goes down in June. So we have the ability to sell this product and do well until about June. And if we look at the amount of keywords available, there are around 421 different keywords available for this product, which is of course more than enough. And individually, there is a decent amount of search volume. And of course, you will need to choose the right kind of keyword in order to really get the best bang for your buck and really sell it ideally. But if we go on to Google and just search it up, we can see exactly what kind of different variations are available here and exactly why I recommend this product. So just searching a bread slicer, we can see different sellers coming up right over here. And of course, these bread slicers, they can go all the way up to these commercial types, which is $520. Again, another type of variation you can look into selling, but also just the bamboo one that we saw, which is around $20 and can go up to $70, depending on, again, which variation, which style you decide to use. This one is ideal, but if you don't want to compete with Amazon in this case, you might want to opt in for another type of bamboo slicer, another type of bread slicer. Again, just do a little bit of searching to really figure out the right kind of variation you want to be selling. But really ideal product, again, because of the keyword search volume and 421 different keywords for you to choose from. But that is pretty much it for my top 10 products that you should be selling in the month of April of 2022 and onwards. Now, if you are doing around $30,000 in sales or more with your e-commerce store and you want somebody to help you scale with Google Ads further, maybe you just want to outsource it, you're at a level where you want to outsource, or you just need help, go ahead and go onto my website for my Google Ads agency, yorumarketing.com, and book a call with me and my team to see if I can personally help you and work with you to scale your Google Ads store to the next level. But if you found any type of value in this video, make sure to destroy that like button, make sure to destroy that subscribe button, and I will see you next time.